Hello, guys, and welcome to Plant Path Podcast, the choice hub for book reviews and crucial conversations. It is 3:49 a.m. in the beautiful city of Lagos, and today is Monday, 23rd of January, 2023. Happy New Year! It's our first episode for the year. I miss you guys. Today we are talking about a serious issue, child abuse, my own story on child abuse. In view of the recent conversations on social media around this topic, the things I've heard in the past 24 hours, man, Ichoko, you guys, Linda Ikeji posted a particular story of a lady, how her father abused her and everything. And you can actually go to Linda Ikeji to read the full story, but I'll just bring out the highlights for you. First of all, she had an abusive father. That's the main character in the story. An abusive father. Then the mother, she had a collaborative mom. The mom never believed her when she spoke about it. When I was reading her mom's part, I was like, mommy, you are not alright too. There's something that is definitely wrong with this woman. And true, when I read to the point where the lady was saying that the mother had a side piece. That's like she is a sugar mommy to a 29, Abi is 13-year-old guy. I was like, there's something fundamentally wrong with this woman, honestly. Let's not digress. Thirdly, right, the lady's family never believed. Extended family. She didn't mention about her siblings in the beginning. Like from the story, I can't remember her mentioning about her siblings believing her when she was going through that, right? But uncles, aunties, people that she told, they never believed that. They just saw her as a possessed child that was lying against her parents, and that must have been very hurtful to this particular lady. Because I like quotes, I like quotes. Every time you guys come here, you always hear one quote or the other. There's a quote by Pamela Leo that says, "Children need at least one person in their life who thinks that the sun rises and sets on them, who delights in their existence and loves them unconditionally." Think about that post very well. This quote that I just said very well. There should be at least one person in that child's life that just thinks that the child is everything. That thing has a way of helping the child's self-esteem, just helping the child generally in life. It is a very good thing, trust me. Very, 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 very good thing to do for a child. If a child has someone like this in their life, the child should just count themselves very lucky, honestly. And this quote is actually currently on our Instagram stories. If you're not following our Instagram stories, trust me, you are missing a lot. Our Instagram story is fast become, and is a popular place that people come check our stories, just to learn things about childhood, growing up, trauma, education, raising kids, and really fun stuff about family life and crucial conversations and learnings, personal development. So it's very good that you follow us on social media right now. Do it now. Go to Instagram, type Plant Path, PLANNEDPATH, Plant Path on our Instagram, and guy, you'll be glad you did. Make sure you follow us and just engage with our content. So back to this quote I was saying. It must have been very hurtful for the lady not to have someone believe her when she was going through this. Have you followed us on Instagram? Do that now. Let's go on a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's your girl Tosin. I'm not your girl, Sha, but I'm your babe. Hey, the Plant Panthers. Yeah, welcome back. Okay, so back to this issue here. Society also failed her because she said that she reported her father to the Nigerian police, and the police blatantly ignored her. Well, should I even say that the word is ignored? The word actually isn't ignored. They arrested her instead of her father. She slept on bare floor for days. That must have been very traumatic for her. Like, Nigerian police, if people could not pay for a roasted corn, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. As in, shame on you. I'm supposed to go for another commercial break right now, but my producer has allowed me. Thank you, producer. Okay, so yeah, of course, some of you just came here to listen to my story. Thank you so much. And we are going to jump right into it. First of all, I didn't grow up in the poshest vicinity, you understand? But of course, they were, and of course now, they were just high probabilities of sexual abuse for my sister and I by Egbon Adugbos. Sorry for non-Yoruba speakers. Egbon Adugbo means big brothers in the area. You know, that kind of thing that happens in our Nigerian society, at least in the 90s, growing up now, the way you have communities around. And abuse, trust me, abuse was a thing in our generation. There was no social media to report cases, so we didn't know. And it's now that people are coming forward, you understand. What my dad did that I really appreciate you, God bless my father. What my dad did was that he made friends with all those silly looking guys, even the ones that smoke and everything. He made friends with them, but he still maintained his disciplinary demand. Or like, they still saw him as a disciplined father, but at the same time, someone they could relate with. He did not say, don't talk to them. My father found a way to be friends with these people and all of that. To just have a, like, it was like a mentor to a lot of them. You grab, they used to come to him for advice and everything, and they loved my dad. So they kind of loved and respected, kind of like love and admired my dad. And I'm forever grateful for this wise thing. At least in our own context, that was something my dad did. And till date, those people respected us, and they knew that they could not come close to us, you understand. And even I remember last time I went to that particular vicinity, one of those guys, still all those Egbon Adugbo, they say, "Oh my daddy, like daddy's daughter." I was just laughing that day. I was like, you guys can never change. So they knew that they couldn't come close to us. They knew they could not come close to us in every way. My father afraid them. They knew they couldn't come close to us at all. And the boys, my brothers, were also protected. I'm very grateful for that. My mom was their safe space, and there were structures around to help them. Like, I love my mother. Like, I love that woman. So that was one thing my parents did for us in our context. And it's essential that parents, they do this for their kids. Like, you hold your children a responsibility to protect them, because there are abuses all around the place that are willing to like perpetrate abuse to your child. And I'm very, very sorry if your parents didn't protect you and provide such platforms for you. I'm very sorry. I can't relate. That's the truth. I'm not going to say I can relate to your story, because I honestly can't relate. But I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I pray that you find love. I pray that you find healing. You find support, and you're able to forgive them. Sorry about that. It can be very painful that people you're supposed to trust the most, your parents, didn't protect you as children. And maybe you were even the perpetrators. That's crazy to even think about, trust me. If you need anyone to talk to help you heal in any way, right? I know the Mentally Aware Nigeria Initiative, MANI, provides psychological first aid for people, you understand. So you can feel free to contact them, you understand, and see how they are able to help you. You can also comment here or send us an email, planpathc@gmail.com, so that we can also point you to a few places and organizations that will be willing to help you heal and move from this. This is something that should not be joked with. This is something that we should not just wish away. You really need help, really. If you've not gotten help before, please. So sorry about that. Secondly is that no uncle or auntie permanently lived with us. And that was very helpful. Like, I'm talking about my own story, my own experience, right? Nobody lived with us permanently. So that made our home totally safe for us. You come home. It was truly a safe place. You come home and you have a feel that, it's mommy, daddy, and your siblings. So you could just do anyhow. You could speak freely and all of that. So he was my mom's a photographer. My mom's a photographer, and we had people come around though. It wasn't like we didn't have good relationship with our family. We didn't go for holidays with people and stay permanently in their house. Yeah, we visited a lot. Even times we maybe had trips. It was with my parents, you understand? Or at least one of my parents, my mom or my dad. Maybe go for family events and everything. They never actually like left us in the care of other people. Their schedule also allowed that. They could accommodate that. We had family people coming around, even people that they just saw my parents as maybe their mentors or something. So that also of course helped us to learn to share, accommodate people and show empathy, right? People came in and out obviously, but like I would insist, nobody ever stayed in a house. There was no permanent resident in our house. Times are very different now. But within your own context, find a way to ensure that your home is a safe haven for your kids. It's a very important conversation, very, very important. If you're not an abuser, your spouse is not an abuser, come on. It's painful that maybe the nanny you employed or the driver you employed is not the one that is perpetrating abuse with your kids. I know lots of people say they don't want a living maid, and they do live out. You understand? Like someone that comes in and goes. They have CCTV cameras. They put a lot of measures in place to help them. And if you plan to have kids in the future, if you don't have kids currently, that's one of the things you should be talking about with your spouse. Like talking about with your spouse, it should be an active part of your life, like something you're actively thinking of. Making sure your home is safe for your children to live in. If you are safe, your children should be safe as well. And please, if you have a partner that is perpetrating abuse on any child, please report that partner. Don't try and protect a marriage over your child's health. You understand? It's not like, how do I say this to you? Don't try to say, my husband or my wife, over your child's well-being. There's nothing to protect. Imagine this father now that was molesting the child and everything. Like, what's the mother protecting? There's no marriage, there's no union, there's no relationship. How can you be sleeping with your child? It makes no sense at all. Please make sure you're not protecting, you're not covering rubbish. Sorry to say this. I hope I don't get censored. But you grab what I'm trying to say. Please, very, very important. Another part, you understand, right, is that we need to talk about parents. Parents need to help their kids be able to speak up. I see this a lot, especially with Nigerians and Africans. And you need to know, you need to like get into a part of your subconscious that there's no pastor, no teacher, no doctor, or any authority figure that is more important than your kids. You can't they can't outsmart your child. You can't believe them. You can't trust somebody over your child. It's not even possible. Like, it is just even very wrong to say there's a teacher that if your child say, so person touched me inappropriately, you now say, I know the person cannot do it. Like, how? No, please. It should be, children should be able to, children should not see anybody as gods or demigods. Yeah, they should learn how to respect and give honor to whom honor is due. But at the same time, they should know that we are all human beings and we are all capable of falling short, honestly. My own story centered around an authority figure that inappropriately touched me at some point in my life. I was already an university graduate, and thank God I wasn't a child at that time, understand, but I was of course way younger than this. What I did was that it was actually very painful. I felt really bad. I was like, I had to even ask myself question, did I dress inappropriately? I'm like, no, it's not about how I dressed. And I was obviously not inappropriately dressed. You know me. I was not inappropriately dressed, trust me. And even if somebody was, I don't want to go into that conversation, but I really feel that it's really not about the other person. It's what the abuser had in mind, you understand? You can't say a woman tempted you to rape her and do stuff like that. It's really about you. Like my friend, shout out to my friend Rose, God bless you. My friend will say, it is not about them, it is about you. What did you do to contribute to the story? You understand? In this instance, it's about the guy. or whoever the perpetrator was. Actually, it could be a woman or a man. So it wasn't about me or what I did or what I didn't wear or anything. It was this person, and I observed, like, retrospectively, I'd come to understand that this person had been like fishing me out, and like found an avenue for me to, and for him to touch me inappropriately. And no, I was not in his office late that night. No, I did not go to an inappropriate place with this person. It was just a normal everyday life thing that the person like took advantage of and touched me. Oh my god. What I did was that I went out of that community straight up. I was like, it's not you people that will spoil my life. Like, Emi omo daddy. It's not you people that will spoil my life. And social media wasn't a thing. So I just went out of the community. Social media wasn't a thing then. Maybe I would have maybe come online to rant or something. What I did was that I sought help on my own. I felt like I was a big girl. Like, I didn't need to tell my parents about it. You understand? I just went straight to the support structures that my parents had told me about, that I had known about, like places that even me had advised people, I'd advised girls. I remember mentoring year one students then when I was in final year, and even like being cool pals with people telling me their story. I remember being that person to, even till date, right? To just say, I'm going to support you on this journey, and we have to find a way for you to heal. So me, naturally, I just went to those places. I didn't even carry the matter home. The funny enough, and I reported anonymously. I did not tell them the name of the person, the perpetrator, the person that inappropriately touched me. I was helped to heal apparently, and later when the committee asked me what was wrong, why I wasn't coming around again, and all of those things. I told, like, when people came started meeting me, I had to, the appropriate authority actually now got across to me. Then I told the appropriate authority what was wrong. I was apologized to and everything. Yes, I was apologized to. But you know what worried me about that situation was that person wasn't helped. And it's something that is a conversation that I would always say. I remember I was at a conference August last year in Abuja, and I was saying that, see, it is not only about the person that was abused. The abuser also needs to be helped. Because this person, right, I can talk about it without any form of anger and stuff like that, because I actually healed. God helped me heal, and I did my part too. This person, I was apologized to, but an apology is really not enough. This person was not counseled, taken through classes, or helped in any context, because like some years down the line, I feel that there's always space for the person that abused somebody. You understand? Because that person, apart from even taking the person to jail, what reconstructive efforts do we have in our society for people like that? This person wasn't helped in any way. And a few years down the line, I heard a story, like a gist of how this person did something to another person. And no, I did not just hear it outside. I heard it from the lady herself. You understand? So it's an authentic story I'm talking about. So yes, it's like the case of priests that abuse women, boys and girls. Yes, so boys, it happens. They do confession and then they are moved to another parish. And they go to another parish, they continue abusing people like that. Very crazy circle. Nobody helped the abused and nobody helped the abuser. So yes, reconstructive, help the abused and help the abuser. Even if the abused is going to go to jail, even if you're going to do anything, even if, as long as they're still alive and you're not burning them on a stake, you have to, as a society, reconstructive ways to help the abuser. If you are an organization that you want to learn about reconstructive ways to help the abused and everything, or someone has abused before and that person, you're afraid that person will do it again, you can reach out to us and we will be glad to provide the necessary help for the person at a cost, please. Thank you so much. When I mentioned about abusing boys, some people must have wanted to choke, like, what happened? My people, it's a crazy world right now, and you can't just even say because you've got boys and you just go and relax. In fact, in these days that we have gays, you can't leave your guys, your sons to men and think all is well. That person may be a shame, you know. Or you leave your girls to aunties. What if that person is a transgender female? You can see it's a lot. There's a lot of work on parents, on teachers, on educators, on anybody that is in care of a child. You understand? There's a lot on you. Like, God really counts on you rather, to do a lot. You understand? So you get my drift. You understand? So boys are also not left behind. I always advocate for boys. I have younger brothers, and we also have to bring boys into the conversation. Not everything women. Yes, women. But at the same time, let's also help our boys. You understand? If you have any trainings on boys, events coming up, feel free to reach out to us, and let's do something together. No boy left behind. And of course, no girl left behind. Thank you so much. Because sometimes I want to get scholarships for boys. Tech scholarship, they say it's only for girls. It's not fair. I'm even looking for scholarship for my brother now. He wants to do tech course, and I've not even found anything. Please, you people, if you know one, let me know. Thank you so much. I'll be grateful. So back to society. I really don't want to start ranting about the Nigerian police right now. I don't want to even talk about you people, because you people cannot even pay for a roasted corn. Okay, so I've watched you guys also frustrate cases and everything, but I will tell you this: if you're in Lagos State, Nigeria, go to Lagos DSVA on Instagram, Lagos Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency. Let me just give you their phone number. I know you're offended. You can call them on 08000 333 333. All I remember is 08 000 333. You understand? They will answer you quickly. And one thing I love about them is that you don't need to have leg for them to answer you. Like, you don't need to, you understand, do anything extra. They would reach out to you, trust me, and they would help you. Their hands on, they are great. It's a great system. I've gone to their office. I know them a lot, very well, and they've been very helpful on certain cases that I've been involved in with. So you can also contact us too in case you need us to help you. In January, this January, a case was reported to us in Kwara State earlier in the month, and we are looking for the appropriate authority in Kwara State to speak with, because we don't want to. These cases are also very delicate. We don't want to just mishandle the issue. So in case you have somebody in Kwara State or the appropriate agency, please let us know. And in fact, would like to do a compendium of places you can report to per state in Nigeria. So if you have any information where we can go to, maybe in Oyo State, in Imo State, in Enugu, in Katsina, in every state in Nigeria, please put it in the comment section or send us an email. You understand? A contact, an email, preferably the organization's location and things like that, or institutes and things like that we can come in contact with. Please let us know, and watch out for this on our social media platforms. I told you, if you're not following us on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, on Twitter, we are everywhere, trust me. So please make sure you are following us, so that when we come out with this compendium, you will be able to have access to it. You understand? So watch out for that. Let me also say this, very important, this conversation, about all these things you have spoken about today, it needs to be brought to your office as a training. I know, yes, let's do professional development, but not every time professional, like core work professional development. Professional development could be trainings on things that affect the life of your staff. And trust me, you'll be glad that you did. You understand? You'll be shocked how people will welcome this idea. You'll be shocked how people welcome this idea, how your staff will feel like you care about them. Sometimes you do training and everybody is bored and everything. In between, bring us in for a 1-hour session. Let's do question and answer. Let's talk about this conversation. They will be happy. Your staff will be happy that you care about them. They will heal, and trust me, business will move. Please, if you are HR, anybody, your office, you are listening to this, go and tell your HR that you guys need to bring plant part to your office so that we can bring them into our next training and have these conversations, awareness. You understand? We can tilt it into your own industry, talk about abuse in the office, stuff like that, and just go around things that are going to help you. Make sure you call us on 070-4630-8995 today. You can send us an email at planedpathc@gmail.com. That is planpathc@gmail.com. You can please, you understand, let us come to your office and bring this training to you. We are waiting to hear from you. You understand me? And of course, for kids and teachers in schools, we need to do this for you. You're a parent listening to this, please, today is Monday. Go to your the school owner or anybody, the administrator, someone in authority, and talk to them. I heard something about child abuse, and we need to empower our teachers. We need to empower these kids. You understand? It's a beautiful time. The time is beginning. Is week 3 starting today. Let's do something for these children, and our kids will be glad that we did something for them. Let's protect our kids. So see you guys in training. I love you so much. Thanks for listening. Listen to other episodes of NEPA. Bye babies. See you.